Wednesday on NBC and get the NBC app.
Coming up on NC1 Today, details surfacing on a tragic accident happening Friday night on I-90, leaving one young man dead near Box Elder. Then, the Republican Party puts a new official in charge of debates. More from Washington this morning with the latest on politics from NBC's Tracy Potts. And they're the new kings of the major leagues. The Kansas City Royals are the 2015 World Series champions after beating the New York Mets in extra innings. More from the Big Apple coming up Monday, November 2nd, 2015.
You're watching NC1 Today with Anya Mueller, meteorologist Louis Storch, and Monica Davis.
Of those adorable puppies.
Oh my!
Lauren Zinzi at the Black Hills Humane Society this morning, and I hope we get to see so many more furry friends this morning.
Oh, I think we are going to be able to see a lot of furry friends this morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for choosing to start your morning with us. I'm Louis Storch.
And I'm Monica Davis.
Monica, hanging out in studio this morning. How's it feel?
You know, it's a little different. I'm used to being all out in the elements by now.
I know, you used to be out in the cold and the dark, but however, with that time change, it's actually, the sun's coming up a little bit earlier now, so you're actually maybe able to see a sunrise.
Always good to see the sunrise.
It is.
Perks of the job.
Yeah, that's so true. And then as far as the weekend goes, man, Monica, a big weekend, a big Halloween weekend. Now, you were up in Deadwood, correct?
I was at Deadwood, yes. I got to see so many creative costumes.
You were a judge, right?
I was a judge. I judged the groups, and I'm not a crafty person, so it was really interesting to see what people came up with.
I'm sure it was. I heard some stories. Always a good time. Just a lot going on. We went trick-or-treating here in Rapid City, so
you got a little nerdy on us, didn't you?
I did get a little nerdy. We'll be showing some pictures later on into the morning as well. And then, I mean, we were talking about yesterday just the absolutely beautiful weather that we had. You know, it was gorgeous weather. We were in the 70s yesterday. And what is hard to believe is that, Monica, I went down to Main Street Square and I saw that they were getting the Main Street Square ready for ice. They were getting it ready for ice, and it was 73 degrees yesterday. So it didn't really feel like we're moving into the that cooler time. That it's time to get ready. It's time to get all that ready. But yes, we are pushing into November. 73 was our high in Rapid City. 55 was that low. 38 was our 55 is our average high, 38 was our low. So both of these numbers above normal. Sun coming up 6:30 a.m. It is now going down at 4:41 p.m. As far as your November 1st, like I mentioned, what's nicer is that the sun is actually coming up a little bit later. So we're able to see it when you wake up. Now, here's the sunrise from November 1st. Very beautiful. Thanks, Doug Robbins. A very nice shot right there to kick off the month of November. As far as our temperatures go, really not bad. When you think about our average for this time of year, we should be waking up in the upper 20s. When we're seeing temperatures about 20 degrees warmer than this, it's not a bad morning at all. We're at 47 in Dupree, 46 in Faith. So 47 also in Rapid City, 46 in Sturgis. Mid to lower 40s there in the higher elevations. But overall, not a bad day. As we zoom out a little bit more, we're seeing not bad temperatures all around the regions. 30s and 40s to the west. We're looking at some 50s as we head off to the south and to the east. As far as the radar goes, we saw a few light rain showers early this morning, and that'll be kind of the same thing we'll be dealing with throughout the day. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. Maybe a chance of a few sprinkles here and there, but for the most part, we will be staying dry. 49 by 9 a.m., 56 by noon, 57 by 3, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies overhead. Another mild and pleasant day. We're going to start the week off on the warmer side, and then we're going to end the week with temperatures below normal. We'll get all those details here in just a couple minutes. But until then, Monica.
Thank you, Louis, and I'll take the warmer weather. Well, this morning, the Republican parties put a new official in charge of the debates after the campaigns complained about the last debate. Tracy Potts is in Washington with us with what is happening behind the scenes.
Republican campaigns call the last debate.
It was a tad off the rails.
Now they want answers up front. At a meeting Sunday without the Republican Party, staff agreed to send the networks a questionnaire next time. What's the format? Who are the moderators? How long will it last? If they don't like the answers, some are threatening to boycott.
A couple of us are the ones that are generating the ratings. for these debates. So if we don't come, that's a big bargaining chip.
They're pushing a 2-hour time limit and opening statements.
To allow the voters to have an opportunity to see what's behind each of the candidates.
I want smaller groups on the stage, better questions, and let us all be heard from equally.
Ted Cruz suggests Republican moderators with more substantive questions.
We're not talking about pussycat questions. We're not talking about easy questions. We're talking about questions that are relevant to what a Republican primary voter is trying to decide.
The party's already announced they're pulling out of the next NBC debate. NBC says they're disappointed and they're trying to work that out. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Thank you, Tracy. And in local headlines this morning, a young person dies east of Rapid City. Details are now surfacing about the fatal accident that happened Friday night. At mile marker 64 on Interstate 90 in Box Elder, authorities say 15-year-old Carter Woolover, who was on foot, ran out of the northbound ditch heading south across the interstate. He was first struck by a Nissan Altima and then a Chevy Camaro. Woolover's injuries were fatal. The driver of the Altima, 21-year-old Randy Lenz's horse from Rapid City, sustained injuries but survived the crash. 24-year-old Terry Camille from Box Elder was driving the Camaro. Camille was not injured. Police say both drivers were wearing seatbelts, and at this time no other details are available. The incident remains under investigation. And another fatal crash taking place over the weekend. South Dakota Highway Patrol saying one person died and 4 others were injured in a vehicle crash Sunday morning near Wall. All 5 occupants were males in their 20s. Only the driver was wearing a seatbelt. Identities are not being released at this time, pending notification of families. And coming up on News Center 1 today, new developments in a search for a missing cargo ship in the Caribbean. Plus, victims of a Russian plane crash in Egypt are returned to St. Petersburg, and authorities release new information. The details in a moment. Stay with us.
Come to McDonald's for a real breakfast freshly made in our kitchen, like the melt-in-your-mouth classic Egg McMuffin.
Guarantee that your job site has enough power for all your equipment with this Brute gas generator from Briggs & Stratton. It has a 389cc engine that generates 7,000 starting watts of power. $499. Mastercraft is the only name to know for quality interior and exterior doors. This 6-panel steel exterior door has a fully insulated core with an adjustable no-rot sill. Plus, it's Energy Star rated. $119 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
And welcome back to News Center 1 today. A very good Monday morning, everyone. Hopefully you had a fun and safe Halloween weekend. As far as our temperatures go, like I mentioned, we're going to start off this week with temperatures above normal and very nice temperatures. So we're looking at 57 in Rapid City for a high today, 60 in Fargo, 73 in Omaha, 70 in Oklahoma City, 71 in Denver. So all these temperatures on the milder side. Now as we push into tomorrow, we're going to see a warm front move through, and we'll look at that here in just a little bit, but that's going to bump our temperatures again a little bit warmer. We're looking at mid to upper 50s today, anywhere from lower to mid 60s for highs on your Tuesday. Now we are going to keep an eye on this cold weather right here, this colder air. That's going to move into the Black Hills behind a cold front starting on Wednesday. And like I said, we'll look at that in just a minute. Now, we had great weather over the weekend, but a place that it continues to get hammered with rain and severe storms are places in Texas. And we have some video of some of the flooding that happened in Texas over the weekend. This is in San Marcos, Texas. Now, here in San Marcos, they got 12 inches of rainfall. Now, what we're looking at here is that's a special police vehicle, and what these had to do was actually take children who are actually trapped in this school that we'll see in just a little bit. There it is. You can see the cars in the school there. The waters rose so fast that kids at the Travis Elementary School were actually trapped inside, and they had to get in these police vehicles to take them through. Now, this is flooding on top of what happened just a couple weeks ago with Hurricane Patricia. that dropped some flooding there in parts of Texas. Now, it is starting to dry out, but all of this is kicking off along a low-pressure system that has moved off to the east. And there we see it right now over the southeast there in parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama. So this is what kind of stalled out over Texas over the weekend. That's going to continue to bring heavy rain for parts of the southeast for today, and there's already some flash flood watches and warnings out for them. For us, here's the cold front that dropped our temperatures from the 70s yesterday into the 50s today. This warm front going to push through on Tuesday. That's why we're going to see 60s on Tuesday. Then a cold front right behind it's going to take its place. 40s starting on Wednesday. All those details here in just a minute. As far as your Black Hills area forecast on this Monday, 50s around the hills, 53 Custer, 55 Spearfish, 58 in Rapid City. A mild, pleasant fall-like afternoon with winds out of the northwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll be looking at mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies overhead. We'll time out when exactly the colder weather is going to move in. I'll bring it in with it. Maybe a few rain showers and snow showers in the highest elevations. All those details in a minute. But until then, Monica.
Thank you, Lewis. In national headlines this morning, there are new developments in the mystery of a cargo ship that disappeared a month ago with 33 people on board, 28 of them Americans. The El Faro sailed off into Hurricane Joaquin and vanished on October 1st. But now, as Kristen Dahlgren explains, its final resting place may have been found.
In the waters near where El Faro was last seen, finally, a sign of what is believed to be the massive ship, 15,000 feet below the surface. According to the NTSB, images captured by the Navy's Orion side-scanning sonar appear to show the 790-foot cargo ship on the bottom, resting upright and in one piece. Remote-operated submarines will now dive almost 3 miles down to try to confirm the find and attempt to recover the ship's voyage data recorder. 33 crew members went down with the El Faro, fathers, husbands, daughters, and sons. Deb Roberts' son, Michael Holland, was among those lost.
My head wants answers, but my heart wants hope, so it's struggling to find that balance. It's just a nightmare.
The El Faro took off from Jacksonville, Florida on September 29th on a routine run to Puerto Rico. Joaquin was a tropical storm. October 1st, the crew reported the ship lost propulsion, was taking on water and leaning to the side. It was the last communication. By then, Joaquin's winds were 120 miles an hour, with waves as tall as buildings. Days later, the body of one crew member was found. No others, just debris, like a life ring and lifeboat. Several families have filed lawsuits claiming the ship had a history of problems. While the ship owner, Tote Maritime, has not commented on the lawsuit, today the company said this: "We have fully supported this search and the investigation. We continue to keep the crew and their loved ones in our thoughts and prayers." Now, answers to what did happen could be closer than ever. But for some families,
I will never get over it. There is nothing worse than losing a child.
Closure may be much harder to find. Kristen Dahlgren, NBC News.
And the remains of the victims of the Russian plane crash in Egypt over the weekend were flown back to St. Petersburg today. Soldiers waited with stretchers on the tarmac to transport the bodies onto trucks. Metrojet Airbus A321-200 crashed in the Sinai Peninsula Saturday shortly after taking off en route to St. Petersburg. All 224 people on board were killed. The vast majority of them Russians. The Russian Emergency Situation Ministry has sent more than 100 rescue experts to assist Egyptian authorities in the search for the bodies and debris of the plane. And finally, Fred Thompson, a former senator, one-time presidential candidate, and working actor, has died at the age of 73. Thompson's family released a statement which said he died in Nashville after a reoccurrence of lymphoma. Dan Scheneman has more on Thompson's career in politics and on the screen.
Before he was an actor, before he was elected to office, Fred Thompson was a lawyer by trade. He was part of the Watergate investigation that led to President Richard Nixon's resignation. He was a big man. He stood 6'6" and had a big voice to match. The president, as you know, which served him well in Hollywood. As an actor, Thompson was often cast as an authority figure, a political leader, or military officer. The role he's best known for, District Attorney Arthur Branch on the NBC series Law and Order. In 1994, he ran for a Senate seat in Tennessee. Thompson was a Republican who appealed to voters as a conservative who had challenged President Clinton. He left the Senate in 2003 saying he didn't have the heart for another term, but he tried his hand at politics again 4 years later when he launched a failed bid for the presidency. While his campaign never caught fire, Thompson's personality and charisma could still fire up a crowd. He delivered a passionate speech at the 2008 GOP convention.
We live in the freest, strongest, most generous and prosperous nation in the history of the world, and we're thankful for that.
A statement from Thompson's family said Fred was the same man on the floor of the Senate, the movie studio, or the town square. Dan Sheneman, NBC News.
Still to come on News Center 1 today, more headlines, plus Lewis has your full local weather outlook. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
What's this all about? Practicing my wow pals. Wow pow, wow pow, wow pow.
Huh.
Wow.
Northern Hills Federal Credit Union. It's how we wow ya.
Black Hills Barbecue would like to invite you to 2060 West Main Street in Rapid City, South Dakota.
We smoke our meats low and slow on our smoker right outside. Come on down to Black Hills Barbecue and try our delicious ribs, succulent brisket, our smoked pulled pork, amazing smoked ribeyes, all of our sides, desserts, and our wonderful smoked prime rib on Saturdays.
Visit us Sunday through Thursday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Fridays and Saturdays, we're open until 10.
Come as a customer.
Enjoy our staff and leave as family.
Oftentimes, the little person has no voice against large corporations. Well, that happened to me, and they knew I had no means to fight back. They made my life miserable. How could I defend myself? So I went to see John Dorsey. He listened to my story and treated me with respect. John represented me very well. Subsequently, the judge ruled in my favor. Thanks, John, for believing in me.
If you need someone to stand up for you, we will. Call us at Whiting, Haig, Dorsey, and Haig.
Call Answer, we'll put you in your comfort zone.
Is your heating and cooling system in need of a little attention? From repair and replacement to preventive maintenance, air quality, and more, AirServe of the Black Hills is focused on you. Locally owned and operated, we offer 24/7 residential and commercial service, guaranteed work, upfront explanations, and no overtime charges. You can count on our licensed, expertly trained technicians to keep your home comfortable year-round. AirServe of the Black Hills, we treat your home like it's our own.
Just sign here and your new loan is all set.
Wow, that was easy.
Congratulations. Wow, pal.
Northern Hills Federal Credit Union. It's how we wow ya.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
And welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Very good Monday morning, everyone. We're looking at temperatures not too bad all around the hills. Ellsworth, 49 degrees right now. They're saying partly cloudy skies overhead. We did see it was a little bit breezy yesterday. That stuck with us during the evening into the overnight hours. They did see gusts up to 21 miles per hour. However, the winds are beginning to slow down as we get later on into the day. We'll see light winds out of the north. A cool spot, though, how about Pine Ridge, 31 degrees. Waking up this morning there under partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies once again. But overall, these temperatures, we're seeing them in the 30s to 40s. Really not bad when you think that our average low, at least here in Rapid City, is 28 degrees for this time of year. So here's this cold front that pushed through. Not a very strong front, but still we went from a high of 73 yesterday to looking at only 50s for today. As we stop it later on this afternoon, we'll stop it at 3 p.m. Mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies overhead. Maybe a few light sprinkles in the highest elevations, but overall we will be staying dry. Then we're going to see a warm front begin to push through on Tuesday. Mostly sunny behind that. Temperatures warmer. We're looking at them in the lower to mid 60s on your Tuesday. But right behind that, watch as another cold front's going to move through. That's why starting on Wednesday and then pushing in for the rest of the week, we're going to see high temperatures only in the 40s. We'll take a look at all that in the 7-day forecast. Now, to see where all the cooler air is coming from, we go to the jet stream. For this Monday, we're seeing some yellows being able to sneak up in there, but overall, not too warm, not too cold. We're not seeing any big ridges or any deep troughs. However, we are going to see a pretty deep trough begin to move in from the west by midweek. That's allowing the cooler air from Canada to make its way in. That's why we'll see 40s starting on Wednesday. By the weekend, a little bit of warm air is going to move up from the southwest. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s. A beautiful weekend. It's shaping up. I know it's only Monday, but hey, we can't help but look ahead to the weekend, right? We'll look at that in the 7-day forecast. For today, 58 degrees will be our high in Rapid City. Overall, a very pleasant afternoon. Winds light at the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, we'll see a low temperature of 38 degrees, cool and comfortable, mostly cloudy skies. Then for tomorrow, as that warm front pushes through, we'll bump our temperatures into the lower 60s, 63, mostly sunny in Rapid City. The 7-day forecast will show 40s make their way into the Black Hills on Wednesday, 48 on both Wednesday and Thursday, 45 on Friday. A very slight chance of a few light rain showers on both Wednesday and Friday. But for the most part, once again, we will be staying dry. Then, like I said, shaping up to be a beautiful weekend. 50 mostly sunny on Saturday, 55 on Sunday. ClickBigDeals.com. The current offer. Get a full-service presidential detail at Tint City for just $65. Original price, $130. So this is a big savings of 50%. Go ahead and get that car taken care of. Monica.
Thank you, Lewis. Furry friends are always looking for some love, especially around the holidays. Lauren Zenzi joins us live from the Humane Society of the Black Hills to talk about how you can get involved with even a simple walk in the park. Lauren, how's it going over there?
Good morning, Monica. I am here at the Humane Society of the Black Hills, and I am in puppy paradise. I am here with Diane, who is the Director of Community Relations here, and they have a volunteer orientation program that they do each month. So tell me a little bit about the volunteer orientation program.
Sure. In order to become a cat cuddler or a dog walker, you need to attend an orientation, and we hold orientation sessions 4 times a month. So usually they're held on Tuesdays at 3:30. We also have a Saturday session to accommodate those people that are working. So, and the great thing about the training is you can come, go through the training, and then become a volunteer and come whenever it works for you. We're real flexible.
Great. So tell me a little bit about what to expect in the actual orientation program.
Sure. First, I talk a little bit about the shelter and who we are, and then we talk about the volunteer rules, and then we give a tour and show people how to get dogs out of kennels and where to cuddle cats.
Great. And we are in puppy heaven right now. Can I just say, this little brother and sister, do you want to say anything? They are so cute. And here's the little brother right here. And one of them is already adopted. The other one is up for adoption. So we'll be back in just a little while with these 2 little guys and more about the Humane Society here. So we will be back after this short break.
The one with the waggly tail, how much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. I must take it.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
In 10 minutes, you could walk the dog, make yourself a sandwich, get a cappuccino at Common Sense, change your clothes twice, listen to your favorite song 3 times. Or you can have your oil changed at Quick Lube in about 10 minutes, now offering tire rotations during your oil change. Receive a full 16-point lube and service check, plus a free Super Tunnel car wash that will take, you guessed it, a little less than 10 minutes. Quick Lube is your no-appointment, one-stop oil change and tire rotation shop.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Do you have a teenage son with a hollow leg and 2 stomachs? Has your husband ever cleaned out the fridge? For a snack? Are you hosting a couple of linebackers for dinner? Then this is the pizza for you. Papa Murphy's 5-meat stuffed pizza. Pepperoni, Canadian bacon, crispy bacon, Italian sausage, and ground beef, stuffed between 2 layers of scratch-made dough. Home make a large Papa Murphy's 5-meat stuffed pizza for $12. fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
When severe weather strikes, now you can be a part of the new Center One weather team. Upload your pictures and video with the new Center One weather app, and then see it live during the newscasts. New Center One, your one weather source.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
New Center One is a proud supporter of the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce, and we're excited to welcome all of the new chamber members. At G&G Home Repair, they are a licensed and insured professional handyman service diagnosing and repairing the problems in homes and businesses throughout the Black Hills. Thank you to all of the businesses that support the Chamber and make a difference in our community. For more information on the Rapid City Chamber of Commerce, go to newcenter1.tv.
And welcome back to News Center One Today, everybody. There was a lot happening in sports over the weekend. And in case you missed it, here are some of the highlights. And first, we have to start with Kansas City, right? It was a masterpiece for the Kansas City Royals in Queens last night, as they are the 2015 World Series champions after beating the New York Mets in the Big Apple 7-2 in the 12th inning of Game 5. The Royals rallied for their rings by coming back from a 2-0 deficit in the 9th inning and scoring 5 runs in the 12th. It was their 8th comeback after trailing by 2 or more runs in this postseason. This is the Royals' first championship since 1985. And speaking of champions, a large crowd gathered over the weekend to celebrate the retirement of American Pharoah. More than 200 people stood outside Keeneland Barn in Lexington, Kentucky, to bid farewell to the Triple Crown winner. American Pharoah won his final race, the Breeders' Cup, on Saturday to cap off his successful career. And there was an emotional farewell from trainer Bob Baffert, who called American Pharoah the perfect racehorse.
What a horse, and it's like, you know, we were hoping for something like that, and but you never know. I've had them thinking that they're going to do that, and they don't do it. But I could just tell that he was just, you know, I was thinking maybe should have stood, shouldn't have watched from the paddock, be out front and listen to everybody and listen to the screaming and yelling. But I could hear everybody. It was just a magical moment for me,
And American Pharoah will head to the Ashford Stud Barn in nearby Versailles, Kentucky, later on today. And here's a college football miracle that turns out might have been too good to be true. Definitely one of the craziest plays of the weekend. So here's what happened. Miami came back from 12 points down in the fourth quarter to beat Miami. Miami recovered the kickoff with 6 seconds left, and that's when this game of street football took place. One lateral after another leads to Miami scoring a touchdown, or was it? After a very lengthy review, it was ruled there were no penalties, and it seemed that Miami miracle was for real. The Hurricanes were given the win 30-27. The ACC has flagged the officiating crew that worked the game, though. Just about every member of the officiating crew has been suspended for 2 games for what the conference called a series of errors on the game's wild final play. I can't believe that. I saw that thing live, and I can't believe it. Unreal. Yeah, exactly. Just play some wacky music. I watched that about 1 million times. Well, maybe not 1 million. That's unreal. But yeah, a couple knees were down. And I just want to say, I think a big congratulations needs to go out to our very own Shad Olson, who's a big Kansas City Royals fan. So I know he is jumping up and down and fist pumping somebody somewhere. Congrats, Shad. Almost 6:30 on your Monday morning. More news and weather coming up next. Stay with us. You're watching News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
During Epic Week at Furniture Row, you'll get a lot more for a lot less with savings up to 50%. Get a free nightstand with any bedroom set and a free dining chair with any 5-piece dining set, plus interest-free financing for 5 years. Epic Week ends Thursday.
South Dakota undergraduate students continue to find a high-quality education at Chadron State College, thanks to the Chadron State Eagle Rate. It's more affordable than ever to be a part of Chadron State's proud tradition. Find the major you want with CSC's outstanding on-campus and online programs. With a degree from CSC, you'll have the tools to succeed in your career. South Dakota students, take advantage of the Chadron State Eagle Rate today. Call 1-800-CHADRON or visit csc.edu.
You still feeling lousy, sweetheart?
Terrible. Day 4 of aches, chills, sweats.
Oh, poor thing. You're just not you when you have the flu.
I don't feel like me at all. Do I look sick?
You look different.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That's not your pretty face.
Feel like yourself. Get vaccinated because stopping the flu starts with you.
You've certainly put in the effort. You started from scratch and have made something that you want to see last well into the future. Maybe someday you'll call it a legacy, but for now, you've just got to get the bread out, the door open, and the bills paid. Having someone at your side who understands where you've been and where you want to go can make all the difference. Small business success? It's bigger than banking. It's you and I together.
Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress. With our top-of-the-line Aspen Queen mattress and adjustable base, you'll get your best night's sleep. Now through Thursday, the Aspen is just $52 a month with interest-free 5-year financing. Denver Mattress, America's largest factory direct retailer.
Coming up on News Center 1 today, hopefully you remembered to set your clocks back by now, and the Red Cross wants to remind the community to take a few extra steps to ensure their household safety. Then, despite the technical world we live in, most Americans are still using paper coupons. That and more coming up in your consumer news. And the battlegrounds continue tonight on The Voice, and they're sure to be a knockout. Monday, November 2nd, 2015.
You're watching News Center 1 Today with Anya Mueller, meteorologist Louis George, and Monica Davis.
One more side, feel like that. One more side, taste the cat.
How cute are they? We have Lauren Zinzi standing by live at the Black Hills Humane Society this morning, getting her daily dose of some furry love.
It's always a good morning when you can start them off with some furry friends, right?
I mean, you just want to get those cuddles in when you can.
You really do. Is that how you start your morning? I know you have dog Gidget. You just before you leave, you just get a nice little
You
snuggle
have to.
in.
You just gotta. She's so fluffy now. I'm letting her grow out her winter coat, so you just gotta ruffle her up and get your love in while you can.
Warms the heart, doesn't it?
Best way to wake up.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I have a cat, and he doesn't like it too much. That's the thing. Like, you try to snuggle him, he's like, and then he jumps. So
most cats
maybe
don't
dogs.
really like that.
There are a few cats that can do that as well. But as far as the weekend goes, like we said, it was a fun Halloween weekend. Really Hopefully all the kids out there got all the candy that they can handle. And I know for a lot of the parents, like right after, it's kind of a little of a battle there because you're like, no, only one piece of chocolate.
That never happened.
Only one. And then there's chocolate wrappers all over, and they're not taking naps because they're running around crazy. That's right.
But that's the fun of Halloween.
That's right.
Unless you get that sugar high, I don't see why you go trick-or-treating.
There's no point.
No point at all.
I like that. I like that idea, Monica. And then I know that you were up in Deadwood. And you were a judge up there.
Yeah.
And I know that we had some other members of the News Center 1 team dress up. We have a few pictures to show you. So this is the weekend shenanigans. Something's going on. We have Erica, who I don't know.
I think she's Audrey Hepburn. I'm going to go with Audrey Hepburn.
Okay, that's a good idea. Then
Very classy.
Then we have Justin, who I think he's a sportscaster.
I think that is his costume. Justin is Justin.
Justin is Justin.
And then we have Workout Barbie.
Workout Barbie. Lauren. Workout Barbie. I like it. All right, who do we have next? Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's me.
Monica, and who's your boyfriend's name?
That's Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah. He was the White Rabbit, and I went as the Mad Hatter. That was such a fun costume to me.
I love it. I love it. And you must have had a lot of fun judging up there.
It was a blast. Way too much fun.
And then this is a little dark, but then this was us, the family. We were the Star Wars family. I was Luke Skywalker.
Perfect.
Christina was Leia. Heath, Darth Vader, and Mary Lou was a little baby
Man, y'all
Yoda.
kind of switched roles on the Luke, I am your father thing.
Yeah, we kind of switched roles up there, but you know what? It's Halloween. We went for it. And what was cool is Heath. He found another Darth Vader, and they had a duel in the streets. I'm not kidding. It was a straight up duel.
Did Heath win?
He got the lightsaber knocked out of his hand. But we'll say they're all winners,
And Marilou's little Yoda ears.
Yeah.
I can't get over them.
Oh, no,
Way
it was
too
fun.
cute.
It was fun. Hopefully everyone had a fun and safe Halloween. Unfortunately, though, it is now time to head back to school. What does your bus stop forecast look like this morning? Well, it's going to be another nice and mild day. 49 degrees heading off to school. 57 degrees on your way back from school. Overall, a very pleasant day. We'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies overhead and maybe a few light sprinkles in the highest elevations. But for the most part, we will be staying dry. As far as your Monday planner goes, we'll be at 49 by 9 a.m., 56 by noon, 57 by 3, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy. And mild, we'll see those winds light out of the northwest, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. So, Monica, we're going to deal with some warmer temperatures, like I said, today and tomorrow. Then we're going to start to cool it down starting on Wednesday. We'll get all those details here in just a little bit.
Gonna feel like fall.
It's going to feel like fall, and that's
Get
not
your
a bad
latte
thing.
in hand.
Yes.
Well, daylight savings time is officially over, and hopefully you've set your clocks back by now.
That's right. There's more to remember, though, and the Red Cross wants to remind the community to take a few steps to ensure their household safety.
Daylight savings time is a good time to remind people to check the batteries in their smoke alarms, smoke detectors, and carbon monoxide detectors.
The Red Cross also wants people to be prepared for emergencies by making emergency kits for the home and car. They suggest stocking non-perishable items and water, testing flashlights, and most importantly, making an emergency plan.
The Red Cross is committed to reducing the number of deaths and injuries by 25% over the next 5 years in home fires. So our commitment to the community is to install those alarms for free.
And through its home fire preparedness program, the Red Cross says 140 fire detectors were installed in Hill City and around 50 in Rapid City.
There are 2 more campaigns coming up, one in Rockerville and one in Rapid Valley. If you need a fire alarm installed, call your local Red Cross chapter to schedule an installation.
All right, and those are just a few items on the long list of things you need to do to prepare for what some say will be a brutal winter.
But something else is also prepping for the cold months ahead. More from NBC's Chris Clackham.
Just like us humans, there are a lot of critters scoping out a place to stay warm this winter, and often your attic fits the bill.
A lot of times people don't even think about it until they actually have a squirrel that has decided to take up residence in their attic.
So Angie's List founder Angie Hicks says to make sure that on your home winterizing checklist this year are steps to keep the critters out.
The easiest thing for you to do is to make sure that you do not have any tree limbs or shrubs that are up against your house.
Trimming limbs and bushes takes away the path critters may use to get inside your house. Other winterizing tips still include checking insulation in the attic. If you can see rafters, you need more. Sealing drafty windows and doors. Close off air vents to crawl spaces and basements. And by all means, get your furnace serviced now.
You want to maintain your furnace. If you don't, you're more likely to have a repair that's going to cost you money in the winter.
Also, schedule a gutter cleaning after the last leaves have fallen to help prevent damaging ice dams around the trim of your house. Chris Clackham, NBC News.
Some good tips right there. And you know, Monica, I don't have any squirrels or anything like that taking up residency in my house. It's the stink bugs.
Ooh.
They are still in there. I woke up Sunday morning, I'm not going to lie, because Heath came up to the bed. I was sleeping. He woke me up like he always does, nice and early. He's like, it smells like a stink bug up here. I had squished like 3 of them.
Oh,
and they
that's
were
the
all,
worst.
yeah. So I need to figure out something with that.
I had one crawling on me the other day, and I just about flipped. It was on my neck. Ugh, I can't handle them.
Nope, me neither.
Still to come, a look at what's hot and what's not at the box office. You're watching News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
Wow, pal. Wow, pal. Wow, pal.
What's this all about?
Practicing my wow pals. Wow, pal. Wow, pal. Wow, pal.
Huh.
Wow.
Northern Hills Federal Credit Union. It's how we wow ya.
Good morning.
Hey, your daddy's home. I bet you're happy about that.
Yeah.
For protecting our lives, our liberty, and our freedom,
My daddy wanted me to give you this.
We all salute you. Thank you very much. To those who sacrificed, and to those still serving today, Shields says thank you.
A treasured and timeless classic returns to start your holiday season. The Nutcracker, presented by Black Hills Dance Theater, December 5th and 6th with 3 performances at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. See over 100 dancers beautifully showcase one of the most popular ballets in the world, which has delighted generations. Plan now for an enchanting performance the entire family will enjoy. Tickets are available at the Civic Center box office. Call 394-4111 or 1-800-GOT-MINE. Don't miss the magic this year.
Hagen is adding a new twist to their annual open house. 40% off, one day only, on windows and siding. Join us Saturday, November 7th from 11 to 1 for our annual open house with pizza, prizes, and another $10,000 home makeover winner. Plus, everyone present will receive 40% off windows and siding just by scheduling your free in-home estimate. You must be present to win, and the 40% off is for one day only. It's Hagen's annual open house, where somebody will win a $10,000 home makeover. Saturday, November 7th, Hagen Glass, South Highway 79, Rapid City.
Kapow, kapow, kapow. It's not working. Kapow, kapow. How did she do that?
Like this. Wow, pow.
Northern Hills Federal Credit Union. It's how we wow ya.
You're watching News Center 1 Today. Weather with meteorologist Louis Storrs.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today, everybody. A very good Monday morning, starting off with temperatures really not bad all around the Black Hills. Cool there in Pine Ridge. They're at 31 degrees. Also in Custer, they're at 35. But overall, we're seeing mostly 40s, 47 in Sturgis and Rapid City, 47 in Dupree, 46 in Faith, 41 in Deadwood. So when you think about our temperatures are usually about 28 degrees. That's our average low for this time of year. It's really not a bad start to the morning. The TrueView Titan radar is showing mostly clear skies. A few light rain showers were falling very early this morning. For today, though, we'll stay mostly dry. A few sprinkles could be possible in the highest elevations, but for the most part, we'll see mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies overhead. So where are we going this week? Well, like I mentioned, we're going to start the week off above average. Our average is 55 degrees. We're going to top out at 58 today. A warm front's going to push through, topping our temperatures out at 63 for tomorrow. Then we're going to really start to cool it off on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with temperatures only in the 40s. 48 Wednesday, 48 Thursday, 45 on Friday. So all that, the warmer temperatures for tomorrow, that's going to come in behind this warm front, all right? But for today, we're going to see anywhere from mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies overhead. That front will approach the hills tomorrow morning. By the afternoon, we're going to see mostly sunny skies overhead with what we just saw, temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. Then we're keeping an eye on this cold front. That's going to move through Tuesday evening, then moving into Wednesday morning. Behind that, 40s for highs on both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. However, by the weekend, it's shaping up to be another nice one with mostly sunny skies overhead and temperatures in the lower to mid 50s. We'll look at that in the 7-day forecast. For today, 53 in Custer, 55 Spearfish, 59 for a high in Newcastle. Overall, a very nice, mild fall afternoon. Winds light out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. 59 Belfouche, 59 in Lemon, 60 in Dupree. Tonight, it will be a cool but comfortable evening. 38 degrees will be our overnight low under mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 63 in Rapid City. Another nice day. As we get into Wednesday, though, like I mentioned, we'll start to cool it off with 40s. 48 on Wednesday, 48 Thursday, 45 on Friday. A very slight chance of a few rain showers could kick off around the Black Hills on Wednesday and Friday afternoon. But again, it looks like for the next 7 days, we'll be staying mostly dry. Then nice weekend. How about 50, mostly sunny on Saturday, 55, plenty of sunshine on Sunday. ClickBigDeals.com, the current offer. Get a full-service presidential detail at Tint City for just $65. Original price, $130. So this is a big savings of 50%. Go ahead and hop on this while it's still available.
Pretty good deal.
Yeah, that is a good deal. Get that car taken care of.
Absolutely, right before the winter months.
Exactly.
Well, a series of opening weekend flops allowed the space adventure film The Martian to maintain its dominance atop the box office this weekend.
That's right. The 3D space film starring Matt Damon brought in an estimated $11 million. The film has led the box office 4 of its 5 weekends in theaters and has brought in a total earnings of more than $180 million.
The Halloween film Goosebumps brought in $10.2 million to take second place, and Steven Spielberg's Cold War thriller Bridge of Spies brought in $8 million to round out the top 3.
But the story was Hollywood's continued disappointment of opening weekends for new films featuring big-name stars. Bradley Cooper's chef drama Burnt only brought in $5 million, while Sandra Bullock's political satire Our Brand is Crisis made just over $3 million, marking the worst film debut for my girl Sandra Bullock in film career, her career, sorry.
And turning now to the small screen, the knockout rounds continue tonight on The Voice right here on NBC.
After surviving battle rounds, the remaining artists are paired against a teammate once more, but this time they each select their own song to perform individually while their direct competitor watches and waits.
The coaches alone choose the winner from their team to move on to the next week's live shows. Artists not selected will be available to be stolen by another coach.
Find out who survives tonight at 7 p.m. on The Voice right here on News Center 1.
As we go to break, a look outside this morning. Coming up after the break is your consumer headline, so you want to stay with us.
Right back.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
Dear Mary Maids, please clean the kitchen, and the cabinets, and the floors, and the chairs. And I wish you could clean the dog. Colin is now feeding himself. Thanks, Megan.
Hi, Megan. No worries. We got it all cleaned up. Let's hope Colin gets past the spaghetti flinging stage soon. Till then, we've got you covered. See you next time. Mary Maids.
Oh, hey, you got one of those insurance apps too? You know how this thing works?
No, sorry. Not an app, it's my agent.
In this moment,
No, I'm fine, thanks.
it's good to know you have a trusted, independent auto owner's insurance agent who's there when you need them.
Great.
Man, I gotta get one of those.
Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people.
Black Hills Insurance Agency is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The research here at St. Jude is very important. It gave my daughter a second chance at life.
Because we have donors that believe in what we're doing, we can really move our research forward much faster.
St. Jude is working to drive the overall survival rate for childhood cancer to 90% in the next decade. And we won't stop until no child dies from cancer.
Because of you. Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
$1. That's all it takes to start enjoying a membership at Planet Fitness. 4 quarters will get you the best equipment in our judgment-free zone. So join Planet Fitness now for just $1 down and $10 a month.
Join Planet Fitness of Rapid City and Rushmore Mall for only $1 down. Sale ends November 11th.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. Here's a look at what's happening in your consumer headlines this morning. When it comes to using coupons in this high-tech world, believe it or not, American consumers still prefer paper coupons. A report released says that creditcards.com says 85% of Americans use coupons at least occasionally. It also says 63% of the U.S. credit and debit card holders use coupons, say they most frequently use coupons from newspaper mailings and other paper products. The study found paper coupon usage decreases with income and increases with age. But even 18 to 24-year-olds are using paper coupons more than twice as much as any other method of couponing. And it's that time of year again. Butterball's Turkey Talk Line opens today, and it's celebrating its 35th holiday season of answering consumers' questions. Now, consumers can call 1-800-BUTTERBALL now through Christmas Eve to help with preparing and cooking their holiday turkey. Butterball says the talk line has helped almost 50 million consumers since its first season in 1981. Butterball is also digging into the Talkline archives for the most memorable calls. The company says one caller was a bit overzealous cleaning her bird, telling a Talkline expert that she thought she used too much soap when washing her turkey. Butterball notes that rinsing, not washing, your turkey is a very important step in preparation. And what naturally follows a great turkey dinner? Sleep, of course. NBC Mark's Barger shows us how high-tech ways to get a better look at how you're sleeping and how to improve it.
Many fitness trackers also monitor sleep. That's if the user remembers to wear the device to bed. If not, a smart mattress cover has them covered.
The Luna monitors your sleep overnight and sends your data to an app without requiring you to wear a wristband or a bulky headset.
The cover has a custom bed warmer and also programs an alarm. It can even connect to other smart home devices. Imagine having the lights or TV turn off when you fall asleep. And when you step out of bed the next morning,
your Wi-Fi connected coffee machine can start brewing automatically.
But the same technology meant to monitor your sleep can sometimes be the cause of your tossing and turning.
Several studies show that the light from our gadgets affects our circadian rhythms.
It's the blue light that causes problems, but changing the hue can help.
Flux is free software that changes your screen's color throughout the day.
So when the sun goes down, so does the blue light. But less evening screen time in general may help sleep even more. An app like Moment can track and limit time on iPhones and iPads for the whole family. Also, a central charging station where everyone checks in devices before bedtime may curb late-night Netflix binging.
Some people will say that there's just no phones, no tablets, no screens allowed in the bedroom.
A low-tech way to make sure you get high-quality sleep. Mark Barker, NBC News.
And coming up next, we check in with Lauren Zenzi. She's hanging out with some furry friends this morning at the Humane Society of the Black Hills. You're watching News Center 1 Today. We'll be right back.
$5 off your choice of hand-trimmed, juicy sirloin, perfectly marbled ribeye. Our finest filet mignon steaks all day, every Sunday. Come in and try the best steak in the hills for $5 off. Judah's Woodfire Grill, 2424 West Main, Rapid City.
We got the new Temperflex, and it's got the spring and bounce of a traditional mattress.
You sink into it, but you can still move around.
And now that I have a Temperflex, I can finally get a good night's sleep.
I flop down on the bed, and it's just like, oh, this is perfect. I can sleep now through the night.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Better tomorrows start tonight at Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer. Come in and get fitted for your new Tempur-Pedic today.
When computer problems knock at your door, call the place you can afford. Affordable Computing Solutions.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Bring it down to Affordable Computing Solutions, where we specialize in virus removal and data recovery. Come visit us at 302 East Boulevard North or call 605-343-3747 today.
It's on the go. Affordable Computing Solutions. Oh, yeah.
Anytime, any size. Only 99 cents. Fountain drinks at Common Sense. Ice cold refreshment. Up to 52 gigantic ounces. Only 99 cents. Pick your favorite soda and pick your favorite size. It's only 99 cents. And you can even add one of our flavor shots to make your fountain drink uniquely yours. Ice cold refreshment in your choice of flavors and your choice of size. You're living the dream. Anytime, any size. Your choice of fountain drink soda. Only 99 cents. Refreshment is yours at Common Sense.
Handmade fresh Florentine flatbread with fresh spinach, homemade bruschetta, and creamy artichoke sauce. Or Italia with rich homemade red sauce, fresh roasted red peppers, sausage, pastrami, and pepperoni. A half flatbread with your choice of fresh garden salad or fresh daily soup. Taste the difference at Shooter's Woodfire Grill, Rapid City.
Welcome back to News Center 1 Today. We are here at the Humane Society in the Black Hills, and I am here with Diane, the Director of Community Relations. So tell me a little bit about the garage sale that you guys are having this weekend on November 7th.
Smith's Liquor Gallery is having a garage sale for us, and it's benefiting the Humane Society. So we're real excited. It's from 10 to 2 this Saturday. If you have any donations that you'd like to contribute to the garage sale, you can bring them here to the shelter, and we'll make sure they get to the garage sale.
Great. And where are the proceeds going to be going?
Just for the care for all the animals here at the shelter. So.
Perfect. So who do we have here right now?
This is Norton.
Hi, Norton.
Norton is just a pup, as you can see, and is available for adoption, and just real playful. We've been having fun all morning.
So playful. We have been here all morning, and Norton has been nothing but perfect.
Yep.
Such a cute puppy and so well behaved.
Yes.
I'm shocked. All of the puppies here so far have been so well behaved.
Much better than those cats this morning.
So can people actually come visit the puppies? How can they go about the adoption process?
Sure. We're open at 11 o'clock during the week and noon on the weekends. And you can come in, take a look at the dogs, cats, and if you find one that you're interested in, an adoption advisor will bring them out and you can meet them and see if it's a good match.
Perfect. So once again, we are here at the Humane Society of the Black Hills, and we are going to be playing with some more puppies for the rest of the morning. But for News Center 1, we will be right back after this short break.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
Sorry. Flu.
You're not you when you have the flu. Get vaccinated, because stopping the flu starts with you.
Be our guest and experience the magic of Disney's Beauty and the Beast, live on stage. Beauty and the Beast serves up an unforgettable evening of entertainment.
Tickets on sale for November 9th and 10th at GotMine.com, the Silverado Franklin, and the Civic Center box office.
Adams ISC is Western South Dakota's one-stop shop for industrial supplies, machining, welding, hydraulics, and equipment repair. We are also South Dakota's only hot seat pressure washer sales and service center. There is no project too big or too small for us in our 58,000 square foot facility at 2090 Deadwood Avenue in Rapid City. Stop on over and see what we have to offer.
Remember when you needed a TV to watch TV? Now you can watch on your computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. TV Everywhere makes it easy, and it's included with Midco Cable. Midco gives you more.
Morning coming up on a Monday morning on Today, the push by the Republican presidential campaigns to get more control of the debates. Will their closely watched closed-door meeting change the course of the race? Plus, a rare and revealing conversation with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They're opening up about their marriage, dealing with her health challenges, and working together for the first time in a decade. We've got those stories and a special performance from music legend Rod Stewart when we get started on a Monday morning here on Today.
Thank you, Savannah. And are you wondering what to do with those pumpkins now that Halloween's passed?
Yes, well, here's an idea from a festive science experiment that took place in the streets of California on Sunday.
Hundreds of people lined up in downtown Lodi to participate in the Pumpkin Chunkin'. The event was organized by the World of Wonders Science Museum and allowed participants of all ages to launch their leftover jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins into the streets using 3 different contraptions.
It costs $1 per pumpkin thrown, and the donations are going towards the museum. Any pumpkins not used were donated to a local farm.
Now, residents say they hope the Pumpkin Chunkin' becomes an annual tradition.
Oh, I'm sure they do. No, that's really cool. Now, do you remember Monica. Okay, so I think they have the Pumpkin Festival at Main Street Square. And I know that they do that. There's pretty much the same thing with the School of Mines.
School of Mines, they build their own, though. They build their own contraptions.
Yeah, and I remember, those don't like the length of a football field. I mean, they really chuck those pumpkins. It's pretty cool.
I can't imagine like riding on one though. Like if someone wants to chunk me into like an air thing, I think that'd be the funnest thing.
I think, Monica, that would be a good like live shot.
Okay, I'll work
for
on that.
You. Maybe
I'll
you
work
could
on
maybe
that.
we could set it up like one morning. We're checking in with Monica Davis. What's she doing this morning? She's getting pumpkin chunking.
So if anyone wants to engineer something to throw me, you call me on News Center 1.
Oh,
I'm serious about
you know
it.
the thing about the School of Mines, everyone down there, if anyone's watching down there, they'll probably do it.
Okay, I'm
We'll
ready
get a call
for it.
later on. It's like, we have
I'm
something
gonna
for you.
launch through the air.
Starting something off. Let's see. All right, what does your weather look like for today? We're looking at, mostly 50s. Overall, not a bad day. 58 for a high in Rapid City, mostly to partly cloudy. Overall, though, a very pleasant fall-like afternoon. A warm front's going to bump our temperatures into the 60s starting tomorrow. And then we're going to see 40s starting on Wednesday, 48 on Wednesday, 48 Thursday, 45 on Friday. That's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us on this Monday morning.
We'll see you right back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.